What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And this is a beautiful Saturday afternoon, 64 degrees, and I could not stand to be inside, so I decided to come out here. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick rundown on all the fluids and stuff, quick maintenance on the bike so I can get out and go ride around for a little bit. A few things I wanted to talk to you guys about was yesterday. I happened to bump into Spencer, the guy who actually owns that turbo tractor. Happened to accidentally bump into him. I happen to be over there, check out the tractor. He shows up, and we exchange information so I can contact him, and I'll be able to go over there and we can actually set up for a rip on that tractor. I want to see how that thing runs with a turbo. He calls it Frankenstein, which I think is pretty appropriate. So soon you guys will have content and video covering the turbo tractor. Next thing I wanted to also cover was an event that's actually coming up this month, February 15th. They're going to have the Cleetus and Cars down there at Royal Purple Raceway over here in Baytown, Texas. Now, the significance of that day is February 15th is also my birthday. So I will be going down there as my own birthday present to me. I will also be going down there, getting as much video content as I can, like I did back in August for Cleetus and Cars 2019, which turned out to be awesome. It was the bomb. I had an absolute awesome time out there at the Cleetus and Cars event, especially the burnout competition. That stuff is cool. So anyway, I'll do my best to leave any contact information or any of the information down to the details down below, and you guys can check out the link. And if I don't leave it there, forgive me. I'm sorry. Sometimes I tend to forget stuff like that. Go ahead and shift over to the Cleetus McFarland channel and check it out. I'm pretty sure he's got some stuff that's up there. And in fact, I think he even mentioned that they now have their own racetrack. The what's it called? Freedom Factory. Yeah, I'm actually pretty interested in that. I'm kind of looking forward to making a trip out to Florida and checking out that racetrack. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. It looks like it needs a lot of work, but it's got a lot of potential. That's all that really matters. And frankly, I think it's going to be probably one of the greatest places to go to here on YouTube. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick maintenance check on this bike, and then we're going to get back out on the road. Alright guys, you saw me kind of like do a little bit of work on this for about 11 seconds, but I just got a phone call from somebody, and they actually asked me how he's in the process of doing an oil change on his bike, and he's like, well, how do I check if I've got the right amount of oil in my bike? Okay, so I referred him to the owner's manual that he's got, and of course he looked at it and found the proper fluid amount. But then again, you're going to have some of your bikes that they're just not going to have very legible ways to find out. So I told him, I said, do you have a sight glass on the side of your engine? He said, yeah, but I'm not sure how to read it. I said, well, I have a sight glass on the side of mine. So what I did was I explained to him how to read the sight glass. And if you guys have no idea what a sight glass is, allow me to show you here right now. So, all right, down here on the side of the engine, okay, I don't know if you guys can see it. Down here on the side is a little bitty piece of glass. All right, let's do this. You see that? Zoom in on this. I'm gonna set this little tripod for you guys. All right, I'm gonna show you what I'm looking for, and I'm gonna tell you the same way I explained it to him. All right, you're gonna look inside, and you can see a metal plate that's in the inside. All right, you got L for low, F for full. You're gonna try to have the fluid level right there. I do have a little bit more than I was wanting to have in there, but what you'll do is you need to pull the bike to you and have it that way. It's like at riding position. Now, I know it's kind of hard to tell, but that fluid level, I'm sorry, right there you go. Right there. See how the fluid level keeps changing? So if the bike is straight up and down, right now, my bike is full. I got a little bit, actually got a little bit more than full. It's okay, but this engine I have discovered burns oil because of its high mileage. So anyway, I explained to him how to read his sight glass. Another thing to check your fluids is your radiator. I don't know if you guys happen to see me looking at it too, but on mine, I got my service cap here on the top, and what I'm doing with the engine cold, just excuse me, just pop it open. Alright. And with the bike on its tilt on the kickstand, don't have it straight up and down, you won't have an accurate reading. But you want to look inside there. There we go. See, I got decent level. It may look just a touch low, but it really, where's that? Yeah, it's okay. I'm okay for now. But ultimately, that's what you want to look for is good radiator fluid up to the top with the bike on its tilt or on the kickstand. In my opinion, that is the best way to check your fluids. Make sure everything's all topped off. I do need to do an oil change on this bike. I don't have all the materials. I thought I had everything. Joke's on me. I guess I'll have to get that next Thursday when I get around to it. And yes, sometimes I'm a procrastinator. So, that's how you check your fluids. Radiator's good. Oil on the bike's good. The only thing I need to do next is to tighten the chain. Chain sounds good. Motor sounds good. Chain sounds good. Bike all together sounds good. I mean, taking care of the chain, it just, if you take care of it, it'll last a while. But that chain is it's got some mileage on it, so pretty soon I'm gonna have to change to another chain. And I even thought about changing up the sprockets on it as well, possibly getting a different tooth count. If I change the tooth count, both front and back, it actually changes the performance of the bike altogether, whether it's either really high and low end torque, or it gives me absolute top end speed, which in this case the max velocity of the design of this bike, they say because of aerodynamic restrictions, I can only do like 145 on this thing, and it'll do every bit of that, which is fine. But it's not like I do that all the time. But anyway, like I was saying, the bike itself, it sounds good, runs good, and it sounds like it's ready for a little trip. Now, I know it's dirty, but I'm not really wanting to wash it right now. I'll probably wash it later. So let me go ahead, gear up, and then head on out of here. One other thing I wanted to add is my objective will be soon to get this scooter up and running. I mean, I've already replaced all the vacuum lines. I've already replaced most of the ignition system that's on it. The only thing it needs right now is a battery. That's it. And I'm just too lazy to go get one. Now, again, that's one of my New Year's resolutions, is stop procrastinating and get it done. So this is going to be on my to-done list. And I will have this up and running here. I'm going to try to have it going by February 15th, maybe. I'm not sure. But we will see. So, all right. Well, now that I've got most of my stuff all organized, I got the bike out there, it's ready to roll. Let's go ahead and get suited up, and I'll see you guys on the road. Now that I got the bike pretty much all put together and taken care of, and I've pretty much done everything maintenance-wise to the bike. The only thing I still need to do left is check the air pressure in the tires. So let's head over to, I guess I'll go to Kroger's today. We got an air pump over there. I'll take care of it then. Let's go. That scooter that's in my garage, I was moving it around yesterday, and like after I finished doing the maintenance on this bike, I decided, kind of clean out my garage a little bit, make some room, get rid of some stuff. And upon doing that, I went to move the scooter and realized those tires are flat. The brakes on it are pretty much, they're gone. There's no brakes there. I don't understand that. So, I mean, the brake line is supposed to be a sealed system, but I guess either I got a leak somewhere or there's just something wrong with them, so I need to address that matter. Alright, come up here, use my card, get some air in my tires, because last time I checked, I'm actually low on air for these things. Okay, spigot's right there, and then where's the valve? Oh, right where I don't need it to be, right up under there. So I can move this forward just here, and that should give me access. Alright, so I'll get back to you in a minute. Well, I was unable to get air at that machine because it was out of order. I did not know that. Alright, last time I put air, or tried to put air in, I used the right slot on this. This time I'm going to try to use the left side. Let's see if that makes any difference. Hopefully it works. Okay, I believe I just got pretty flippin' lucky. Sound like a Ford. Yeah, a red Ford over there. I rolled up, and apparently this last person only needed this pump for a very short period of time, and then rolled off. And then whenever he rolled off, this thing is still running. See, I still got 1 minute and 22 seconds. So that's pretty awesome, because I just got it for free. Talk about your timing. Now if I could just find my air gauge. Here it is. I carry an air gauge. Requires like what, 40 psi? Actually 42, but that is way too much. Perfect. You always want to make sure you got the right amount of air pressure. Otherwise you start damaging your tires, and you also damage a rim. You'd be surprised. Also need to check my where am I sitting? Air pressure. Oh yeah, I'm at. That is way too much. 43, 42, 40. Got it. I gotta check my tread depth, and it looks like I'm doing okay. You see these little notches right here? These are called wear bars, and most of the time, if you look at your tire, it'll let you know how much life you have left in it. Also, you're on not just motorcycles, but even on cars, they have these wear bars. But what it basically does, it tells you how much tire tread that you have left. On a motorcycle, the 2 or 3 inches right here is the most common spot that's touching the ground. Yeah. Anyway, this is pretty much the only thing that touches the surface of the ground most of the time. Very rarely am I going to be over on this. That's why I have so much tread over here, and that's why it's so thin right here. If you look at motorcycles, they get really thin wear marks, wear spots right here, because they're on the highway a lot, like me. So, looking at mine, I'm going to need new tires before long. I'm going to need new tires. Alright, peeps. I believe it is time to go ahead and head back on home. I've got some studying I got to do. Yes, I have college work. Excuse me. I got a HVAC test at the end of next week, and I have a EPA certification course I'm going to need to complete, or not complete, but like refresh, so I can stay legal in my industry of work. Goodbye, air pump.